When persons make printout but still rely on the electronic records in the computerized system to perform regulated activities, does 21 CFR Part 11 applies? With the release of the draft guidance on scope and applications for Part 11 in February 2003, the FDA promoted a new and narrower approach. This new approach became official and most probably will be the basis for an updated regulation in the future. You're watching 21 CFR Part 11. Please subscribe our channel and hit the bell button to get more such updates. Part 11 basically applies first of all when the electronic records are used instead of paper records. Secondly, when the persons make the printout but still rely on the electronic records in the computerized system to perform regulated activities. Thirdly, records submitted to the FDA under predicate rules in electronic format. And lastly, electronic signatures intend to be the equivalent of the handwritten signatures required by the predicate rules. While the point number 1, 3 and 4 are very obvious, the point number 2 requires some interpretation since it is related to the hybrid systems. Now what is meant by hybrid system? The definition is available in our earlier posted videos. In this hybrid system, where the computer is used to generate, evaluate and transmit electronic records, the final results are printed and the printout is maintained as the master record. Now the question here is, since the electronic records are printed on the paper, whether the data which exist on the computer system must comply to Part 11 or not. The FDA representatives interpreted this situation in various presentations. The recommendations are illustrated in the figure shown on your screen. First, we check if the record is required by the predicate rule or used to demonstrate the compliance with the predicate rule. Next, we determine if the record fits in the new or the narrow scope. The main criteria is whether the record is maintained in electronic format in place of paper format, or if the record is maintained in electronic format in addition to the paper records, and if persons rely on the electronic record to perform the regulated activities. Now what is meant by a regulated activity? A regulated activity is any activity that is required by a FDA regulation. For example, analytical test results are required to be recorded by the 21 CFR Part 211. In this case, the regulated activity is not limited to signing the record. For example, a paper printout of an electronic record, but it also includes all steps from the data acquisition and evaluation. Finally, we make a risk assessment of the criticality of the Part 11 records and document the results. Based on the outcome, appropriate Part 11 controls are implemented. The last criteria is to evaluate the level of risk the record has on the product quality and data integrity. Examples of high-risk records are the electronic batch records and analytical records of the final product testing. Errors at this stage will not be identified and can no longer be recovered before the product is shipped to the market. An example of a low-risk record would be the electronic planning document such as cleaning or maintenance schedules. Electronic standard operating procedure could fall into the medium or low-risk category, depending on what impact the procedure has on the product quality. The guidance makes a statement that the FDA will re-examine Part 11 and exercise enforcement discretion for the certain Part 11 requirements until the new Part 11 is released. The guidance states that the agency intends to exercise enforcement discretion regarding specific Part 11 requirement for validation of computerized systems, although persons must still comply with all applicable predicate rule requirements for the validation. We suggest that your decision to validate computerized systems and the extent of validation take into account the impact the system have on your ability to meet the predicate rule requirement. We recommend that you base your approach on a justified and documented risk assessment and a determination of the potential of the system to affect product quality and safety and record integrity. For example, the validation would not be important for a word processor used only to generate SOPs. With the point number 5, the guidance gave an example on the meaning of enforcement discretion. With the old interpretation, there were lots of discussion about Part 11 compliance of computer system like word processing system. With this new statement, the FDA would not expect that such systems should be validated. While in the example of word processing system, the situation is quite obvious, while in the case of other examples, it is not. The FDA expects a justification based on a documented risk assessment for all computer systems that are not validated or not fully tested. With this video, hope it is clear that whether the 21 CFR Part 11 applies to the electronic record that are on the system after it is printed. Please follow our channel 21 CFR Part 11. We have our presence in Facebook, YouTube, also we have our presence in LinkedIn. Thank you for watching us. Have a good day and bye-bye.